Hello, everyone. Tracy Thomas here with Stellar Marketing and Business Solutions, and you are tuned in to another Stellar Marketing Pros live show. I have an amazing guest that I'm going to bring on, but prior to bringing on today's guest, just wanted to let you guys know we come on here on Thursdays. We go live with our Stellar clients. So, Stellar Marketing Pros live show is with our clients. We just started this Wednesday, yesterday, our Stellar Marketing Power Hour, which we'll do every other Wednesday, and that is with myself and a newest team player, Steve Cochran. So you guys make sure to catch us Wednesday. That's every other Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So without further ado, I'm bring on today's guest. This is an amazing individual I've been working with, entrepreneur, business owner, man of God, good friend, Mr. James McFadden. Hey,
Hello, how you
hello.
doing, Casey?
I'm good. How are you doing, Mr. McFadden?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good.
Good, 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 good. Welcome to Stellar Marketing Pros live show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, yes. I just want to make sure that you're able to see and hear everything, right?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay. So this is a interactive interview. So when people actually ask questions, being that we're streaming, they ask questions. I'm able to actually capture those questions, and we can answer them during the interview.
Okay.
But we want to jump right into it. So tell us, introduce yourself, let everybody know, let the world know who you are, and tell them about this amazing brand that you have.
My name is James McFadden. I'm the owner of Cars Wash Now Mobile Detailing. I've been in the business for about 35 years, and we have some amazing people working along with us. I have a managing partner. His name is Joseph Jackson. And one of my lead detailers is Juan Mercado. Juan
Yes,
is one
Ron.
of the best detailers I've had in a long time. So, and I have some partners as well. I have S&D Detailing, Antonio Woodson from out of Belgrade, and some guys out of Orlando, Hank Dean. And I also have a guy in Atlanta, Luther Hollis. And Tim Blackwell as well. So we have some guys that are in different areas doing a lot of things with us, partnering with us to make sure that we get things done uh, in every area. I've been in this business, like I said, for 35 years, and
Wow.
I enjoy it. It's amazing to have a car look the way that it should look,
Mhm.
rather than have it look the way that it shouldn't look. So
Right.
I just thank God for the amazing um, view that I have on detailing, because had it not been for him, I wouldn't be doing this right now. I taught myself. I'm self-taught. I
Mhm.
have been in this business. I started in it at 17 years old,
Mhm.
and I was
So that's
working.
going to basically lead me into my next question because I know that you've been doing this for quite some time. So why the mobile detailing industry? Why the car wash industry? And
Well,
who inspired you?
when I was 17, my mother was working for this car dealer. His name was Bill Shaw, and he owned Bill Shaw Lincoln Mercury, and he gave me a job during the summer. And ever since then, I just enjoyed doing cars. I was trained by two young men. We used to call him. One of them was Red, and Red taught me a lot of things about detailing cars.
Mhm.
And over the years, when I went into the military, I even did cars when I was in the military. So it's been a passion of mine. Once I got out of the military, I did have a few jobs, but the jobs didn't work out like I wanted them to, and
Mm.
I went back into the detailing business. But the mobile detailing business is something that I started back in 19, I would say 89, 91, somewhere in that area, and
Right.
I've been doing it ever since then.
So you had a brick and mortar. So you did have a brick and mortar in the
Yes, I
beginning.
did. Yes, I
And you
did.
went from a
And,
brick and mortar to a mobile detailing, full blown, I mean, fleet,
right,
trucks, vans on the
right.
street.
I had in 1990 and 1989. No, it was 1998. I had three mobile units,
Mhm.
and we had a shop that was on Dixie Highway and A Street,
Mhm.
and we had the three vans, and we had the brick and mortar building as well. And found out that I wanted to do something different because brick and mortar is one thing, but to have something that you can actually go to the customer and provide them with services at their home or their
Right.
office location,
Mm-hmm.
bringing everything with you where you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to use their supplies or their electricity or their water, which is something that I first started out doing. I was
Right.
using I was using the customer's water. I was using the customer's electricity, and that's when I decided that I would go and find out if there was a way for me to use my own electricity, which I
Mhm.
found out through generators, pressure washers,
Right.
tanks, and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I've learned a lot over the years.
Yes, yes. So we're going to talk about some of the details and just so that people can understand the difference from just a regular basic car wash to the car detailing, and we'll jump into that. But what I wanted to talk about was the actual the individual that inspired you. You started out at Buick, or was it? I'm sorry, Lincoln Mercury
Correct.
at
Correct.
17, and you was in the military as well. So you're a veteran-owned business, correct?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I was in the United States Air Force,
Awesome.
Vietnam era.
Thank you for service. Thank you for serving.
Thank you.
So let's talk about that when you was in your MOS. That sort of inspired you as well from
Yes,
what we
it
did.
did. One one of the things that I did when I first got to my first duty station, which was
Mhm.
at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, North Carolina. I actually was asked to. My first task was asked to wash a Jeep,
Mhm.
and the Jeep was our squadron's Jeep. And when I finished doing the Jeep and brought it back, my first sergeant couldn't believe it. He was like, "What did you do to the Jeep? Did you paint it?" I said, "No, no." I said, "I just waxed it." He said, "Wow." He said, "This Jeep never looked this good." And my commander was so impressed by it that he wouldn't let anybody else drive him anywhere. He made me drive him. So I would drive
Wow.
him to the command post and anywhere else he needed to go on the base. So it was a nice thing because I started getting special privileges because
Mhm.
I was able to do the Jeep in such a way that he really enjoyed the way I did it.
Right. So that has always been like your calling in a sense, as far as
Yeah,
detailing vehicles, cars, and just not just detailing the vehicle, but the understanding the importance of the chemicals and the stuff that
exactly.
you use. That leads us into the next question. And let's talk about some of these services that you have because they're not just your basic car wash. What you
No,
have here is a sophisticated mobile detailing services, and there's special names for all of them. So let's talk about the you have the mini detail wax. That, I mean, this is what it, and I can speak so highly on this and understand it and know it, not just because of you being a stellar client, but because of me now owning a luxury vehicle and understanding I want my car to look good.
and trust me, we try and do the best job we possibly can on every customer's car,
Yes, and you
because
do.
it's important to me as
Yes.
an owner, but it's also important to my employees to know what kind of job they're doing on the cars. And Juan does a terrific job. I
Yes.
mean, I praise this guy all the time because of
Yes.
what he
Yes.
does to a car. But my mini detail wax includes a wash. It includes a clay. We clay bar the car as well. We use clay mitts instead of clay bars,
Mhm.
but we clay the cars to get all the contaminants off the paint, and then we use a ceramic wet wax to put
Mhm.
on the car, and that's by Turtle Wax. Turtle Wax has come out with this ceramic line of products, and we use their line to do our cars. For some reason or another, I love it. I love
Yeah.
the way their cars. I love the way the cars come out when we use their products.
Yeah.
So we use the mini detail wax, and that's the first line. And then we have the second line, which is called a silver detail wax, which includes the clay bar, the wash, the vac, doing the windows inside and out, wipe down the dashboard, console, cup holder area. We shampoo the floor mats, and we also put on not just the wet wax. We use what we call a ceramic spray coating wax, and
Mhm.
that wax is also by Turtle Wax, and
Mhm.
it adds a shine and a luster to the car. It lasts about 6 months,
Yes.
especially if you use our services on a regular basis. We try and get our customers to go on a biweekly service if they
Right.
can. And that helps us to maintain their
Mhm.
vehicle so that their vehicle looks good all the time.
Mhm. And
Then
it's
we have
just
the gold.
it is just like a subscription. So it's
Right.
just like it's automatically auto renewed as far as the appointment. And that's what's just so convenient. It's like, okay, I know every 2 weeks, Wednesday, bam, it's on the calendar, you know.
Exactly.
And I'm just trying to say this to make it, and just so that people would understand, it's just like so easy than just going to the car wash and just having somebody come to the office or somebody coming to my home. Beautiful. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She's excited because she has that program.
Yes, and I love it.
Then we have the gold detail wax. The gold detail wax includes everything on the entire vehicle. I mean, it includes the headliners, the dashboard, console, cup holder area. Everything on the interior of the car is completely clean and conditioned. Um, It includes the carpets, visors, the seat belts, everything. Everything on the interior of the car is done, along with the exterior having the same thing that the silver detail had. Only we add one more thing to that. We call it an aqua glow sealant wax on top of the ceramic spray coating wax. So you have almost 3 coats of wax on your car, and it lasts for a period of from 6 to 12 months. Now,
Mhm.
if you get on to our program, we have a program that we call AMP. It's called the Auto Appearance Maintenance Package.
Yes.
This is a package that I designed over 13 years ago, and we're now at the phase where we're offering a subscription. Now, the subscription gives you the opportunity of having your car washed and waxed. Washed every 2 weeks. Every 3 months, you get a wash 1 week. 2 weeks later, you get a wax. And that wax, the way we designed this is so that your car always looks good no matter when it is. I mean, if you want to get a service on an off date, you say, well, okay, well, I'm going on a date tonight and I really need my car clean. All you have to do is give us a call or go on our website, CarsWashNow.com and CarsWashNowUSA.com,
That's
and
correct.
you can make your appointment there to have your car done on an off date. Let's say you just want to have something, you're going on a special date or something, or you have a special occasion that you want to have your car done. You can
Right.
always go on the website and make that appointment as well. It
And
won't
I
count against you.
and I dropped that link in the comments as well, guys, so that you guys can catch that and get an idea as far as the services. As he's talking, you can check out the services as well.
But that service is one that I'm very proud of because it's something that we are in the process of getting dealerships to offer when you purchase a car. So,
Right.
and
Right.
that will enable us to grow our business, and not only grow our business, but also help other detailers to grow their business as well.
That's
Because if
correct.
we can do this all over the country, which is really my dream, my vision is to have this particular service offered all over the entire country. It's going to take some work, but hey, I'm a man of faith, and I believe that God will enable me to get this done.
Yes. Yes.
But
I just want
that is one of the packages that I'm very proud of because I worked a lot of hours to kind of like get it done. I believe that God will enable me to get this done. Yeah, echo.
Okay, yes, I'm double checking messages for some reason with StreamYard. They don't show me all comments within the actual platform, so I have to actually double check. So I just wanted to make sure there's no comments, sir. So we're good. So jumping on and moving on, and just the love of the actual convenience is what I'm talking about. And then at the same time, your team and staff, they're just so friendly and so professional. And I don't want nobody touching my car but one. And and overall, it's just been very interesting to learn the industry overall since I've been working with you. You know, people that understand and know when you have a marketing team that works with you, they learn your industry, they learn the ins and outs of your brand, they learn your messaging. And when I tell you the last 3 months has been like the most amazing with this gentleman right here. We've been knowing each other for some time though, so it's not
Yes,
like we just met
yes,
because
yeah.
I guess it was like our test drive to work with one another almost, and or it was just destined that we were supposed to work together. That's
Amen.
say. That's what I'm going to say. But I remember working at First United Bank, formerly Valley National Bank, as the facilities manager. Yes, this is I managed 23 bank branches for First United Bank. You remember that, Mr. McFadden?
Yes, I do. I even remember how you came across my car at the cleaners.
Uh-huh. The dry cleaners, yeah.
And you called and you said that you wanted to get someone to come and start doing the cars for the bank. I was like, okay, sure.
Yes,
So
yes.
I had to come up and take care of that, do what I need to do with that as well. But that was exciting. It was an exciting time because it kept me busy, and
Yes.
that was really one of the first big jobs that I had as far as doing a bank was concerned. I was
Uh-huh.
able to get into this facility and do not just the bank's cars, but other people's cars as well.
And that was the building is within the Palm Beach Lakes and Congress Avenue area that I worked out of the operations office, the operations building. And when I tell you, all of the bank executives that I worked with, they look forward to seeing you every week. You come, they leave all their keys at the front desk.
Yes.
All
Yep.
he would do was come and scoop them up and
Yep.
take the cars up to which floor was that? You took them up to the top.
I
What was
think it was
that?
the fifth floor. The fifth floor, I believe, was no. It was the third floor. The third floor.
So we had a floor that we had designated just so that he was able to wash the executives' vehicles. So like I said, it was destined that we were supposed to work together, and that just was convenience for myself and all of the executives that I was working with Valley National Bank. So I applaud what you do. I see the work that you do, and at the same time, this AMP program is going to be something that is huge, 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 huge for you with us pitching those to the dealerships. So I just really look forward to some amazing work that we continue to do moving forward. Let's talk about something that individuals would be surprised about the mobile detailing car washing business.
Um, well, I don't know if they would be surprised, but one of the things that mobile business allows us to do is that, when we come out, we only need a parking space or area to do your car in. We don't need anything else. That's all we need. And once
Mhm.
we get that, we can be in a corporate office park, and we'll be there all day
Mhm.
because you can bring your cars down. You can give us your keys. You fill out the invoice. Once you fill out the invoice, once we finish doing your car, we call you up and let you know your car is done. You come down, take a look at your car. You come down and take a look at a fresh, clean,
Mhm.
beautiful, shiny automobile.
Yeah.
And that is one of the things that we pride ourselves in
Mhm.
because when I look at a car, I look at it like an artist painting on a canvas.
Mhm.
Uh, when you finish doing a car, you step back and you look and say, wow, did I
Yes.
miss anything? You walk around the car, make sure you got everything done, make sure that you haven't missed anything. You open the doors up, make sure that the door jambs are done, make sure that the
Mhm.
windows have no streaks, no spots. And just saying, talking about spots, we use spot free water.
Thank
We
you. That's what I was getting ready to say. You got to throw that in
buy our water. We don't use water out of the faucet. We
there. Right.
buy our water so that it leaves no spots on your car. We can actually wash a car, and once we finish washing it and rinsing it, we can leave that car wet and work on the interior of the car while the car is still wet. And once we finish doing the interior, the car is pretty well much dry from the
Right.
sun, and it leaves absolutely no spots.
Beautiful.
Guaranteed. Most
Yes.
of the time, I hear people all the time saying, "What did you do to my car? Did you wax it?" I said, "No, we don't
Oh.
wax it." Well, dog, it's last for almost 2.5 weeks. Well,
Mhm.
what you had to use something? I said, no, nothing special. I truly believe it's the water. That's
Mhm.
my opinion. I
Mhm.
truly believe it's the water. And because of that, the water helps the shine on your car last for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And I don't care if it rains after we get through doing your car, it just rolls off and it doesn't harm the car after we get through washing it. That's why it's so important to maintain the appearance of your car because when it rains, during this period of time, especially, if you're going to get something done to your car during this period of time, whether it's with us or with another company, get your car waxed,
Mhm.
because this is the period of time during this year is when your car gets rained on more than anything else. So you
Mhm.
want to make sure that your paint is protected. I look at cars now and I say, hey, that's an investment. I mean, when you spend that kind of money on a car, that is an investment. And if you're
Right.
going to invest that kind of money in a car, paying $300 and $400 a month for a car,
Mhm.
trust me, you need to make sure that you take care of it, because eventually you may decide to, get another car and trade it in. Well, if
Right.
you trade it in, you want the highest value you possibly can for that car. And most of the time, the dealership looks at the exterior of a car
That's
before they
correct.
look at anything else.
That's
Okay,
right.
but you want to maintain the entire vehicle, not just the exterior, but you want
Mhm.
to maintain the interior as well. I mean, when
Mhm.
you get water, when you get coffee stains, and you want to get those coffee stains out, you get juice stains, and people with children, you know how children are. Come on,
Mhm.
children will be children, babies will be babies. So you want to make sure that you make sure that you have someone that's going to take the time to take care of your car properly. And when I say properly, I mean they're gonna clean the car. They're gonna clean the baby seats. Now
Right.
we're not gonna put anything on the baby seats that's gonna harm the baby. We use micro 24, a micro 12, whatever they. I think it's micro 24 if I'm not
But that's
mistaken.
good. That was going to my next question in regards to safety and COVID
Yeah,
safety. I know a lot of people are looking into having sanitizing their offices and sanitizing their homes and also sanitizing their vehicles. And I wanted
exactly.
to think about some of those products and chemicals that you use for that.
The Microband 24 is one of the products that we use for the interiors, and we use that because it supposedly sanitizes for COVID. So that's one of the products that we use on the interiors.
Mm.
We also we're in the process of purchasing a steamer, and once the
Mhm.
steamer is processed, once we get the steamer purchased, we're going to move to another level as far as sterilization and that kind of thing is concerned. But what right now, and for over the past years, I've never used a steamer. I've always done it by hand,
Mhm.
which hasn't been a problem. But now that we have this COVID-19, we want to move to the next level, and we want to be able to provide our customers with the best possible
Right.
solution and sanitation as possible. So we're going
Right.
to move to that level as well. I also like the idea that when we do a car, we also look at the windows, especially. Customers are really concerned about their windows.
Mhm.
A lot of times you have spots on your windows where you have to do a certain treatment to the windows to make sure that they're clear.
Mhm.
Sometimes there are spots on the windows where you're just using a window cleaner can't get them out. So
Mhm.
there has to be a window solution to make sure that you can get all those spots out of the windows so that
Mhm.
that customer is happy.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we do that as well. But
So
the one thing that we really enjoy doing is maintaining the appearance of your car.
absolutely. Absolutely. And with this industry, very interesting. You're talking about a $15 billion industry, the car
Yep.
wash
Yep.
industry. $15 billion industry. Talk to us about Shark Tank.
Well, in I would say about 12 years ago, I had the idea of going on Shark Tank. I always wanted to go on Shark Tank. So I was sending in information, and wasn't getting any feedback. I kept sending in information. But then one day I happened to look online on my email, and there was this note saying, "You've been invited to." Uh, hold on just a second. I want to get something for you all.
Okay.
One second.
Mm-hmm. You see, I get excited. I get just as excited because I know their story. I know their story. I just want to deliver it so that you guys can see it as well.
This right here is this is Kevin Harrington. He is one of the original sharks of Shark Tank.
Mm-hmm.
In January of this year, I had an opportunity to meet him in Orlando. Now, actually, I was supposed to go to New York first. Wasn't able to make it.
Mm-hmm.
My wife has Alzheimer's, and I'm her caregiver. And because of the traveling that I would have to do in order to get there, and I didn't want to leave her with anyone. I wanted to take her with me.
Right.
We weren't able to make that trip. The next time they offered me to come to Las Vegas, I couldn't make it there either.
Mhm.
Then they said, I found out while I was talking to them on the phone that they were going to be in Orlando. I said, yes, I can make it there. Can I go there? And they said, yes, we can schedule you to come there. So on January 15th of this year, I went to Orlando to be with Kevin Harrington in a program that they called the 10-Figure Mastermind Project. Kevin
Mhm.
Harrington.
Okay.
Okay, went there and had an opportunity to speak with not just Kevin. I spoke to Omar Puriu, who is the founder of LA Fitness,
Okay.
and he's from Cuba, and he came to the United States and became a multimillionaire. Kevin Harrington is a multimillionaire. He is the founder of infomercials,
Mhm.
and I had an opportunity to talk with Kevin, and Kevin sat down with me, and when I explained to him what I was trying to do, he was like, man, he said, that's an awesome idea.
Mhm.
So they took time and they are going to invest in my business. And I
Mhm.
thank God for that because I didn't give up. Let
Right.
me just explain something to some of you all who have ideas and you have given up on your idea. Do
Mhm.
not give up on your idea. Trust
Mhm.
me. Keep pushing for that idea, and whatever it is that's inside of you, keep pushing for it because that's important. If you give up on your idea, you're giving up on yourself, and
Yes.
you're not giving up on anybody else but yourself. I was pushed back many times, and thought that it was all over, but I didn't give up. I kept moving, kept moving. Even like right now during this pandemic, it hasn't been easy, but I'm not giving up. I know that I'm going to get to where I need to get to
Mhm.
with or without any other body's help.
Right.
I'm going to keep pushing.
Right. And that's
I,
why I have so much respect because with the pandemic and with everything that's going on, the funds is being held up, it's,
yep,
everything is being pushed out, but I still see you. You like, no, we got another van. We need another van wrapped.
yep,
Here we go. I'm just like, that is just what they're looking for as well, though. They don't want somebody that's just sitting on their hands. You like, I'm not going to just wait on them. I
no,
got stuff that I need to do.
exactly.
Yeah.
I believe that because I'm focused on what is coming,
Mhm.
that it encourages me to continue.
Right.
Most people don't know this, but and I'm not bragging, but I know I don't look the age that I am. I'm 65 years old. And I still get out there and I probably can work circles around most of these young guys who are out there doing cars.
Yeah. That's
But
how you.
and I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. It's just the
Where
truth. Okay.
you get
So
that energy from?
it, I believe the energy. I believe the energy comes from uh, being focused. I
Mhm.
believe that I believe that's more than anything else. I believe the
Mhm.
energy comes from being focused because
Mhm.
I'm focused on being successful.
Mhm.
I'm focused on leaving a legacy for my children and my children's children and my children's children's children. So
Absolutely.
in order to do that, I got to work hard to make sure that I'm able to do that for them
That's
because
right.
that's what's most important for every man, every woman that has children. You need to be focused on not so much your future, but the future of your children,
Of your
because
children.
that's what we're supposed to do. We're
The
supposed to leave a legacy
generational wealth.
for
The
them.
generational wealth. Right. I was just talking to my kids. I was talking to my kids about that the other day. David, he's going to school. Michaela, she's in school. Michaela always has been a creative, and she knows it. She understands. She does logo brand design. I think she did your very, very first
My very
logo.
first one, my very first logo, Michaela did,
So,
and and,
talk
and
about
I
the
kept that logo.
design.
Matter of fact, I still use that logo.
That's the
I still
awesome
use it.
shine. Awesome shine.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
And
So
by you saying that,
I
the
said
other
that.
thing,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
the
ahead.
other thing we're getting ready to do, the other thing we have in line to do is we're gonna have a product line, and the
Right.
product line,
You jumping all over. That was my next question to you. I was already on that. But let me finish what I was saying. Generational wealth. We talked about this in my household. These kids need to understand the importance of that. Mommy just don't
Exactly.
do what she be doing just to be doing it. This is an
Yeah.
investment. This is a business. This is so much that's tied into this. And I need y'all to, if you're going to be on board, I need you to be interested in understanding to get on board now. And more than anything, David, he is doing his thing right now. But Michaela, I mean, she's the oldest. She's like 22. And like I said, she is like me all over again. She is a creative. She has the degrees in design. You understand? She's
That's
the one
good.
that does she does video and all of that. So I'm like, honey, I just need you to, put on your thinking cap with me, talk with me here, because
Right.
I need you to be a part of this. Anything can happen to mommy. Not to say that
Exactly.
something can happen, but I need you to understand and know what we have here. you know so yeah, generational wealth, and I say that it is so important. I'm glad that you brought that up in regards to, if because you having a family owned business, it's important that they understand that and know that. you know
Exactly.
I'm
It,
pretty sure,
it's,
like,
it's, it is really something that you have to let your children know. I'm not just doing this for me.
right,
I'm actually doing this to pass this on to you. Now,
absolutely,
my daughter is she she has her own thing that she's doing, but
mm-hmm.
eventually she'll come around, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not worrying about it. I'm not pushing her to do what I want her to do. I'm
Right,
pushing her to be independent,
right,
not to depend on anybody, but to be independent on herself.
right,
And she does a good job. She does a good job of that, because my grandson, he's now 12 years old, and he has worked with me. He has worked on. He knows how to do the tires. He knows how to do the rim. He's 12
mm-hmm.
years old. He knows how to do this kind of stuff. He
So you
wants
get
to
to
learn how to
learn.
do pressure washing,
Mm-hmm.
but that pressure washer is kind of strong, and
Yeah,
it would probably knock him down if he tried to use it. So
yes,
I'm,
yes.
I'm, I'm bringing him along a little bit at a time.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is good. I'm glad to hear that. So, what do you have brewing? What's up? This is the final closeout, because you've already inspired and given us those words of encouragement by you just saying, "Do not stop what you're doing. Or
Oh,
do
oh,
not, your dreams keep going. Even
yeah.
if it may not seem like it's coming to fruition immediately, keep going. Don't stop.
Right.
Stay motivated. Keep the faith.
Don't let this
Keep going.
pandemic stop you. Do not let
Right.
this pandemic stop you. I
If
mean,
anything, it should make you great,
now,
make you
now,
better.
you have time now to do things that you didn't have time to do before. I mean, you're
Right.
at home. You can do research. You can figure out things. This is something that I believe. I believe that God has placed in each one of us a passion that, if we focused on our passion, we can all be millionaires. There's no reason for us not to be,
Right. We
because
all
the
be well.
Bible tells us what
Mm-hmm.
God has done for one, He would do for another, because He's not a respecter of persons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have to understand that there's something on the inside of us that He placed there, that we have creative ideas, all
Right.
of them. And if we take those creative ideas and work at them, we
Mm-hmm.
will be able to have the things and the desires of our heart, because He said He would give us the desires of our heart. Now I'm starting,
Right.
but I'm gonna get off the preaching part.
No, 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 you good. You good. And I can respect that as far as what you're saying. And we all are given a gift. And at the
Yeah,
same time, there is so much that's available to us these days with the internet and even YouTube. I call it YouTube University. There's
yes, it
so
is.
much, as far as, I mean, you don't even necessarily have to go to business school. There's so much that you can learn right here on the internet with accounting and finances and laws and contracts. I think that if you go to school and these kids decide to go to college, I think they need to just be going into business. They have their passion as far as what they do. Yes, that's fine. Do that, but get you an associate's and whatever. But then get you a business degree. That's what you're gonna
Exactly.
need to learn. That's what you're gonna
Exactly.
need to learn, because a lot of the businesses that I'm coming across, a lot of the businesses that I'm working with, they have the ideas, they have the passion, and a lot of the stuff they didn't learn as far as business to be
Mm-hmm.
successful. Because they're coming in the gates and coming in the doors. Where's your system? What are you using for your CRM? What are you using for accounting? What are you doing for bookkeeping, or what are you doing for booking, scheduling your appointments? And these are systems and stuff that you put in place as a business. And you
Exactly.
don't have to go to school for that. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. Everything is there available online. But that's what we're all about, Stellar Marketing and Business Solutions. We're always here to help. This is what we do. We work with you as far as marketing, but then we want to help guide businesses in that direction. And Mr. McFadden, I'm glad that we're able to work with you. We just built a beautiful brand logo that we finalized.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
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 we
and
did.
beautiful print materials that just came off the press, and you looking good in that uniform over there.
I am so proud of this. I'm so
You're
proud of this.
good. You're a good
I,
guy.
I I look at it, and the people that receive it, they're looking at it. Then we don't use postcards anymore. We're not using flyers.
Mm-mm.
We stepped it up a notch. We stepped it up a
Business,
notch. We're
business
not
cards,
using
brochures,
brochures. Yep,
business cards, brochures, and polished uniforms. Everybody's looking good on the team. All your executives is looking good.
exactly, exactly.
Okay, so
One
let's talk
one of my
about
executives, one of my
what.
executives, one of my managing partners,
Uh-huh.
Joseph Jackson. He is
Mr.
the
Jack,
one who decided that the red, silver, and black would look better than the blue.
yes,
And once we got it, I was like, okay, he was right.
you were right. Yes, yes,
He was
yes,
he was right. And and
yes.
and and see, that's the part of me. I'm humble enough to say, okay, somebody else has better ideas. That's why you have partners. You
That's
cannot
how you
make
have
it in
partners.
any business
Right,
without somebody's help. Don't
right,
ever think that you're gonna make it on your own by yourself. Trust
right.
me. I've been trying to do this by myself for over 30 years. And you can't do it by yourself. Now,
You should
trust me,
share.
now, I did have the ability to make flyers and business card and all that kind of stuff, but
Mhm.
it wasn't to this level. Uh,
Right.
I was able to design all of my vans that I've ever had ever since I've been in business, ever since I've had the mobile detailing business. I designed everything that went on my vans. And
And inside your
I did,
van. And
I did
inside.
okay. I did okay. But
Yeah, yeah, you did okay. And this is you talking to a design agency. You did okay. Okay. But also designing the inside, which is the
yep,
most important part,
yep,
because you got a van that's fully equipped with everything that is needed to go out into detail and wash these folks' car, power and water, everything. I tell you,
exactly.
when you come to the neighborhood, when you come to the neighborhood here, I'm to eyeballs. Everybody's just like, "Who's that?" Like, I need a card. I need a because
And the way in which I designed it, the way I designed the interior of the van so that everything is convenient to the detailer. We have our vacuum cleaner never gets on the outside of the vehicle.
mm-hmm.
It never leaves the interior of the van. We have a 50-foot hose that can actually reach up to 6 cars.
See,
So we don't have to worry about moving the cars and all that kind of thing. We can actually vacuum out all the cars in one location without even bringing the vacuum cleaner outside of the vehicle. Our
mm-hmm.
pressure washers have at least 150 feet of hose where we can move. We can do all 6 of the cars and without moving them. We have an air compressor where we do use air to blow out the interior of cars. We even have an air blower
Mm-hmm.
that if the car doesn't drive fast enough for us, we can blow the car off just like a regular blower for that you
Mm-hmm.
get at the car wash. So
Mm-hmm.
everything is there in the interior of the van,
Right.
and it's so convenient for the guys so that they can get the work done and not have to be going back and forth to the vehicle.
Yeah.
So that's time consuming, but we wanted to try and make sure that they had what they need at the
Mm-hmm.
time they needed it, but also in a most convenient way so they wouldn't have to be spending a lot of time going back and forth.
Yes, yes. There's a lot of thought that has been put in behind it. That's your
Yep.
baby. I could tell. I could tell that's your baby. You're very particular about a lot, and that's okay. And I love it, and I love that about you. So I want to also bring up. and applaud you on this amazing community engagement that you're doing with the first responders. Tell us about what you just did over at JFK.
Well, we decided a few months ago that we wanted to give back, and one of the ways that we wanted to give back was do something for first responders. And so at JFK Hospital, we went to JFK Hospital, and we asked to have the first responders. We wanted to do 10 cars for first responders. And
Mm-hmm.
what we did, we went about doing it. We got in contact with the director for the emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
She gave us opportunity to have what they had. They had a drawing, and the drawing gave 10 people the opportunity of having their cars washed back inside and out,
Mm-hmm.
tires dressed, rims clean, all of the things that we would normally do for $60. We did it for them for free,
Mm-hmm.
and so we actually did that. When that was what's this November?
That's
We
my,
did that in August, I believe.
yeah, it was late August. Yep.
It was late August. We did
Mm-hmm.
that. Now we're in the process of finding, we want to do one each month. So
Mm-hmm.
if those that are listening, if you are a first responder
Mm-hmm.
and you want to have your car done, I want you to get in contact with us, our website, or either you can call us at 561
Mm-hmm.
494 6220,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll come to your location, and we're going to do at least 5 cars at every location that we possibly can in counties from Port St. Lucie all the way down to Broward.
Right.
So we want to make sure that we hit those particular locations, because we don't just want to do Palm Beach County. We want to spread it out so that people will know how we feel about giving back to
Right.
our clientele and giving back to the community. It's something that was desperately on my heart. I told Tracy about it, and I said, "Hey, look, we got to find these cars and find these first responders, whether they're at the fire department. Our
Right.
next one, we're hoping that will be at the Riviera Beach Fire Department.
Right.
That's the
So
next
we've
one we want to
been
do.
in communication with
We're
the chief.
working on that right now,
That's
and once we
awesome.
get that one, we want to try and keep this thing going. So
Mm-hmm.
we need your phone call. We need your input. So please give us a call. Let
Yeah.
us know that your office want to get it done. And if your office it has the first responders, we'd be more than happy to consider it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I dropped the link in the comments again for those that are just now jumping on. I dropped the link in the comments so that you can go on to the website. There's a contact form there as well that you can get in contact with him. If you have a business location that you would like to have a mobile detailing company come, whether it's once a week, whether it's every 2 weeks to wash your employees' cars, Cars Wash Now USA is the one to go to. And also, if you are an individual that don't, no longer like work in the office setting all the time, you may be home the majority of the time, you're working from home, get with Cars Wash Now USA. They will come to your home, and it's going to be such a life changer. I'm telling you, it's so convenient to be able to just have professionals come to my home and to take care of my car. Because, we're all busy individuals, business owners, we're busy, executives, we're busy. So this is going to help your life surely. So I sound like I'm pitching, like this is my business. It's my business, but it's not my business. It is my baby, but it's not my baby. It's my baby.
Well, I'm happy that you said that, because it's a passion of mine to make
Yeah.
sure that we don't miss anybody. I really want to make people understand this is not just about me.
Right.
Okay? That's why we have partners. We want to try and get other guys who may not be that busy. We want to give them opportunity to coming on board and being busy too. So it's not just about CarsWashNowUSA.com. It's
Mhm.
about helping others to be successful in
Right.
business. Okay,
So,
so it's not just about James McFadden. It's about us helping others to be successful. And I
yes,
believe that if we do that, we'll be more successful.
yes, yes. And Mr. McFadden, before we close out, and I just want to thank you again for coming through, because I know that you be busy, and you're for you to be an individual. I said, listen, you got a microphone, you got a camera. We need to get you on this interview. I want to bring you on the show, and I am so happy that you're able to do that to the best of your ability. So talk about the next and what's brewing. Let's talk about these products, the product
Well,
line.
we're working on a product line called Awesome Shine. The Awesome Shine product line. The Awesome Shine product line will consist of, first, we're going to work on a car wash soap, a degreaser, and a tire dressing. Now, several years ago, I put together a tire dressing, and the reason I came up with the name Awesome Shine was because guys will always say, "Man, what did you do to my tires, man?" I said, "Man, they're like glass." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." And I have guys even today from way back when I had my shop on Belvedere and Lake Avenue in a little 2-story building garage down at the bottom. There was two little garage doors that we had our car wash at, where we started out having our first detailing business. I'm talking 1989. All right, so that tell you how long I've been in this business. Some of how long I've been in this business. But 1989, we were doing cars there, and I had 5 employees, and they stayed busy every day. So I'm not just talking about what I've done. I've also trained over 27 guys in this business. I was a car wash manager for Coral Springs Auto Mall down in Coral Springs, where we had 5 different dealerships where they had 7 guys working there. Seven detail guys. And when I got on board, they actually hired me to become the detail manager. I didn't really want to be a detail manager, but they did it anyway. And when it ended up, the owner, Kenny Page, said to me, "Whatever you need to do, whatever you want to do, James, go ahead and do it." So I ended up hiring 10 more guys. We ended up having a day shift and a night shift. And if some of those guys are listening to me, pitch in and put a note in and say, "I was one of those guys." But we had 17 guys working for us, a day shift and a night shift. And trust me, the general managers of all those dealerships, GMC, Kia, Honda, Nissan, used cars, all of those people were able to get their cars done in a more specific and a perfect way because we changed a lot of things. But I'm so proud of what we're about to do as far as the product line is concerned. Because the product line is going to be the next step that's going to take my company over. I mean, we want to have products in Pep Boys, Advanced Auto, Walmart, all these stores. We want to be able to have those products in those particular stores. So that's our next thing.
Yeah. So I have a question. Somebody has a question. Miss Tessie Watts. Hi, Tessie. I have hard water stains on my car from my sprinkler, yellow streaks throughout. Can you fix this?
Yes, we can. And we can have, once we do it, you're gonna need to wax it too. So once we finish taking the stains out from the sprinklers, you're gonna have to get it waxed.
Okay. Tessie, I hope that answered your question. And
give us a call, Tessie. We'll take care of it.
There's a link in the comments. Tessie, great. Okay, good. So you answered a question. And Mr. McFadden, go ahead and just your telephone number real quick. I just wanted to drop that in there so that people can make a
561 494 6220. 561 494 6220. We look forward to hearing from you.
All right, dear. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Okay.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
This was fun. We 49 minutes. You see how I told you how the time just flies?
It flew by. I was looking out of the class and, man, we've been on here that long?
They go by. Okay, so you guys take care. Thank you for tuning in to another Stellar Marketing Pros live show. Look forward to seeing you next time. You guys stay safe and God bless.
God bless you.